What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and Overwatch 2 is officially coming to Steam. Yes, you heard that correctly. Steam, the well-known PC games launcher and web store, run by the well-respected company Valve, will in fact be hosting Overwatch 2 going forward. Now, it's not leaving Battlenet or anything like that. It's not like Blizzard's shifting entirely to Steam, but they are allowing their games, starting with Overwatch 2, as of August 10th, to be played and launched through Steam without the need to use the Battlenet app whatsoever. Simply put, this is huge. Steam is a massive platform for PC gamers, which means that having your game on Steam puts it front and center for a ton of potential new players to be able to access it. I mean, let's be honest, how many people really enjoy having to go through some side individual company's app in order to access their games, whether it's the Blizzard Battlenet app, the EA Origins app, or something like that in order to play a game? Nobody likes doing that. People like having a singular location like Steam or the Epic Games Store to be able to access all their favorite games, which is great news for Overwatch 2 because it means more people will be able to play it more easily. I gotta admit, this announcement really caught me off guard. Blizzard has always been a company where they're very protective of their IPs. They don't want to just put them out on any platform or web store. They want to be able to control things very neatly and very particularly. So I expect that this was no small decision on Blizzard's part to finally go to a company like Valve and put their products on their services. But lo and behold, they've done it. Now, funnily enough, if I may get a little cynical here, I think it's quite interesting how this announcement happens to coincide with an IGN article earlier today, outlining how in Activision Blizzard's Q2 2023 earnings report, they outright admitted that there was a decline in interest for Overwatch 2, specifically saying that engagement and player investment in Overwatch 2 declined sequentially in the quarter, and the Overwatch team is looking forward to the August 10 release of Overwatch 2 Invasion, since they're expecting this new season to help bolster numbers and bring more player interest. Now, I'm not the sort of person who believes in the conspiracies of, oh, Blizzard has all this cool stuff backlogged that they only release when controversies happen, but in this case, I do think there is a correlation here. The release of this article and the release of them announcing that they're coming to Steam might just be circumstantial in terms of the fact that they were both announced on the same day, but I'm willing to bet the reason Blizzard finally at long last decided to put games like Overwatch 2 on Steam is because of the decline in the player base and overall interest in the IP. Again, Blizzard has historically been very protective of their properties, and so I think the only reason they're actually going to Steam like this is because they're a little bit desperate to get players, and, you know, putting it on a platform like Steam will certainly help with that. Now, what exactly does that end up meaning for existing players, people who already play the game and have been for months, if not years at this point? Well, you have a new way of accessing it, I guess. If you're someone like me who plays a lot of games through Steam, then this could be an easier way to just sort of simplify the whole experience, depending on how exactly accounts in Overwatch 2 end up working with this new Steam connection. I'm sure there'll be some way to either merge your Battlenet and Steam account in a way that lets you just launch it from Steam, or at the very least just use Steam as a shortcut to go through Battlenet without having to launch Battlenet. But either way, it will potentially simplify things for you in that regard. Also, with there being presumably an increase in players with this change, we'll probably notice some matchmaking benefits in the game itself. More players means better matchmaking, better gameplay experience, but by and large, this is really a change that's going to ultimately benefit new players more than existing ones. So I don't know, maybe you see that as a reason to not get particularly excited about it, but I, for one, am really excited because I think this is a great change. It'll bring more people to the game, it'll give more life to the Overwatch IP. Will it be enough to save it from the downward trend the game has been experiencing basically ever since Overwatch 2 launched? It's kind of just a drop in the bucket, honestly. I've said it before, but the only thing that'll really fix Overwatch 2 at this point is just genuinely good content, and hopefully we'll see that at least a little bit in Season 6 Invasion with the minimal PvE missions and the new Flashpoint game mode and the new hero and the other stuff. But Overwatch 2 being added to the Steam store is certainly a fine benefit, and one which I think will, at least on a small scale level, ultimately end up benefiting the game. I will say though, on a personal note, the Valve fan in me absolutely loves the fact that both TF2 and Overwatch 2 are now on the same platform. That's just hilarious to me in some way that I'm sure really doesn't matter to anyone, but Overwatch 2 and TF2 have always had this sort of rivalry of sorts, especially among the player base who actually plays both games, which is myself. So it's funny to think that I'll be able to open up Steam and just right from there either launch TF2 or Overwatch 2. I just find that really funny. Anyways, that will do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts on Overwatch 2 coming to Steam. Are you excited with this change? Do you think it'll benefit the game in even a small manner? Or do you think it's stupid for some reason? I mean, honestly, there's no real downside to this, let's be honest. It's just another way for people to access the game, which is always great. As always though, be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.